In this video, you will learn how to download a file from a website with Python. For this example, we will download an MP3 file from this website, filesamples.com/format/mp3. You can also find this link in the resources. And I'll download this first file here. So for that, I need to know the link to the file. And you see this button here. If I press this button, I will download the file through my browser, but I want to download it through Python. So what I do is I want to know the link to the file. So I want to copy the link. So right click over the download button, copy the link and keep it somewhere in your script. So that is the link pointing to the MP3 file. So I'll keep it there for now and import requests. Request is a third-party library for Python able to make get and post requests. A get request is when you access a file or a web page. So if you download a file, that is a get request. A post request is when we want to upload a file. In our case, we want to use a get request. So for that, we say requests.get. So get is a method and it gets as argument the URL. The URL is the URL to the file. So let me create a variable here, URL, and this should be a string. So I'm using these double quotes there. So URL goes here, and then if you just print rec.content and run the script, what we will have in the command line is the bytes of the file. So this is a binary file. We have text files and we have binary files. Binary files are files that are not text files, such as MP3 in this case. Now, what do we want to do with this binary file is we want to open a file using the open function and to give it a name such as download.mp3, and we open that in write binary mode. So we are creating a new empty file with that name and with this file handling method. So WB means write binary. If you want to read the file, you'd be using RB. We're talking about binary files again. So WB is what we want to use as file, and file.write. So we write content to this new empty file. The content is this thing in here, rec.content. So what I'm going to do is I'll create a new variable content, which is equal to rec.content, and then I provide that content variable to here. So I'm going to stop the execution of the previous run because it's too much work for Python to print it out, to print all these bytes. And I'm not going to print out anything this time, so I deleted the print function. I'm just going to run this. And download.mp3 is here. So if you click that or download it from here and then play it with your media player, and that's the downloaded file. So that's the code to download any files from the internet. Thank you, I'll talk to you later.